Hello everyone and welcome to Judge Mo channel. Listen, this is my first video. Talk about the Premier League, of course. I'm gonna round it up for you quickly. If you are here, make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't. It's a new channel. I'm gonna try to give you some roundup, like a little bit, not shameless. This is gonna be me talking about football. Thank you everybody that joined from Never a Foul. Of course, make sure to subscribe, like the video. A like goes a long way. You don't understand. And I'm still gonna be on Never Follow, still my channel. This is just a solo channel. I'm gonna focus on just rounding up the league, of course, every week, and also talk one-to-one. Maybe we'll get Don, maybe we'll get Lee, maybe we'll get somebody else. No shameless here, but my opinions are my opinions. You might think it's an agenda though, but it's not an agenda, to be honest. It's just my opinion. You like it, you don't like it, you agree, you disagree. But I see the chat and I'm happy that you guys are here. I'm just happy that there's 200 of you already here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And let's start right away. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is Judge Mo. We're going to have a show called Mo Genda. And you guys would love that, the Mo Genda show. This is me on my channel. And we'll talk about Spurs and Liverpool. I'm going to give you the roundup. Number one, Liverpool were robbed. Simon Hooper robbed Liverpool, as you guys know. Every Liverpool fan should be fuming that Simon Hooper did this. Should be absolutely livid that Simon Hooper did this. What a shamble performance. It's not only about the goal, to be honest. And I'm not lying here. It's not only about the goal. The problem happens when he gives every 50-50 to Spurs. And I don't know why. Why would he do that? Like from the first minute, I know that Spurs had the ball, tried to break the lines of Liverpool, but Liverpool started the 20 minutes, the first 20 minutes. And if you didn't see that, you're biased. Liverpool in the first 20 minutes were breaking the press of Spurs. They were actually had 7 shots in the first 20 minutes. It's phenomenal. It was really good. So dramatic. Maybe it's so dramatic. Maybe you like it. Maybe you don't like it. But to be honest, that first 20 minutes showed me that Liverpool, you can try to press Liverpool. You can try to play possession football against Liverpool. This is the Liverpool that actually played 3-4 years ago. When you can press them, Man City tried to press them and you break the lines by the passing. Sabozla was so good. Spurs, though, were so good, playing their attacking football, playing their possession football. Bissouma and Sarr were really close to each other. I liked what I saw from Liverpool. I loved what I saw from Liverpool. They were absolutely sensational, in my opinion, because Liverpool were good in breaking the line, but also Spurs. I got to give credit to both teams, in my opinion. But again, I really hated that after the game, we're just here talking about the referee. I really wanted to see a 90-minute 11v11 because I wanted to judge Spurs. Yeah, we judged Spurs against Arsenal. I wanted to judge Spurs against the Liverpool team, maybe without Trent, but they had everybody else. They had McAllister, they had Sabozla, and I have my notes. And Liverpool weren't that bad. And also credit to Liverpool for sitting back and still creating chances. Of course, I'm not going to talk about the goal that they have scored. My opinion is my opinion. My opinion, it's a mistake that happened last year to Arsenal. And it's a miscommunication. And it might have changed the outcome of the game. But that's not the main thing. The main thing is the red card of Jota. That should not have been a red card. The first yellow card was very harsh. Second yellow card, I tried to see what people think he's stupid. He's not stupid. Yes, he did a tackle. It wasn't dangerous. It wasn't high. And it just be really strange for me that Simon Hooper couldn't wait to give the yellow card to Diego Jota, which is very strange to me. I hope you're enjoying the video. Make sure to hit that. Guys, there's over 200 of you here. So please hit that like button. If you haven't hit the like button, I know what you're doing here. The like button look like this. And this is how my channel will get bigger. I'm still going to be on Never Foul daily, of course, afternoon and night. Of course, tonight I will be there. That first yellow was harsh. But if you play football, you know that it's given. When a player is running and you trip on their knees, it's always yellow card. The second yellow, though, you just gave the freaking guy a yellow. Why you're giving him another yellow? For no reason. There was still 5 Liverpool players behind the ball. Like, it wasn't a counter attack. It wasn't like it's going anywhere. I thought it was very harsh, the second yellow. You just gave someone a yellow card. Why would you do another yellow card? It didn't make sense to me. It clearly didn't make sense to me. And I don't know why did he do that. Why did he do that? They were disgraceful. Simon Hooper is always the guy that likes to be in the center of attention in the games. And I said that since this guy came to the picture about 2 seasons ago. He likes to be in the center of attention. He likes people. He likes to show people. I don't know. He has this syndrome. Is like, no. I'm not gonna talk to anybody. So you have been dogging. You have ever been dogging. I don't know what that means. But anyway, these people just do like weird comments. But anyway, we'll continue. We'll continue with that. So let's talk about the games. I have my notes here, and I say Spurs were keeping the ball ahead of the 18. Credit to Ange Ball, who shows time and time again that he can play football. They can play football. It doesn't matter who they play against. They can play football. It was good. It was really good. It's enjoyable to watch. And also Madison, for me, is one of my favorite players in the league. That's a personal preference. Doesn't mean everybody else is bad, but he was. I just noticed now. But anyway, don't worry about it. It is fine. But Madison was really good. Bissouma, what a player. If you guys are here, what a player, Bissouma. A DM. I don't know where is this guy's feeling. You tell me in the chat, where is this guy? It's chilling. It doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to make someone a mod right now. I don't know if Sophia is still here. If Sophia is still here, please make a comment, Sophia, so I can make you a mod. I don't know who else needs to be a mod. I'm gonna go through the people that have been mods with Never a Foul, so I can make them up. Bissouma is absolutely phenomenal, in my opinion. Of course, I know who to make a mod. Wolves F1. I don't know. He doesn't need to be a mod. He doesn't like to be a mod. But anyway, let's go on and continue what happens. Sophia is here. Sophia, of course, is gonna be a mod. Of course, let me do that. Sophia is gonna be add as a moderator. Sophia is here, and she is gonna be a managing moderator. Sophia is right here. Maradon, you always cut me, but I'll see this one at a time. I will see how it is. Sophia, we'll start with Sophia, and then we'll go. There's still over 200 of you here. Can we get to 100 likes? Can we get to 100 likes, people? Can we get to 100 likes? But let's continue. Liverpool defended with 9. I'm Arab, so people. I am Arab, so we're all like passionate. We're passionate people. You know how it is. We know how it is. So to be honest, what about when Bissouma and Sarr leave for AFCON in January? That's a very good comment from Michael. An absolutely fantastic comment. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what they're gonna do. It's gonna be Oliver Skip, and it's gonna be. But Bentancur will be back, so I think they will be all right. Anthony, thank you so much for the support, Anthony. Thank you so much for the support. But let's talk about the football. Bissouma and Sarr very close to each other, trying to pass the ball, trying to bypass the press that McAllister, Szoboszlai, and Curtis Jones applied to them. Cody Gakpo looked all right, which is what I like. I like Cody Gakpo. He's one of my favorite players at Liverpool. This is gonna be something that Jurgen Klopp will miss. Cody Gakpo is injured. I am sorry that he is injured, because I actually think that Cody Gakpo is a player that is absolutely phenomenal. Mohamed Salah. People want to talk about Mohamed Salah being disappointed. So you guys want to talk about Mohamed Salah being disappointed. Remember that. I'm going to give you 2 points, and you remember that. Mohamed Salah is the one that played the through ball that should have been a goal. Under pressure. That's number 1. Number 2, Mohamed Salah switched to the left and played Luis Diaz when they were not 10 men, and he played him in an inch perfect ball that Luis Diaz was supposed to get a touch on it, and he should have scored. And what are we saying about Mohamed Salah at that point? What are we saying about Mohamed Salah? If people don't like Mohamed Salah, what are you saying about Mohamed Salah at that point? If Mohamed Salah had this assist, that it should have been a goal. And Mohamed Salah, if Luis Diaz were early to read that ball behind the defense, which was inch perfect, which was a fantastic ball. If Kevin De Bruyne played that, people would have praising him. It's between 3 players, between the lines, okay? But people just want to banter Mohamed Salah for some reason. People want to banter Mohamed Salah for no reason. Why would you want to banter Mohamed Salah? I don't know. He's so good, in my opinion. Like, he's amazing. He's amazing. I love Mohamed Salah. He's my Egyptian guy. And listen, they wanted to fight him. Richarlison wanted. This is one of the things. Richarlison acted like a big guy, but he didn't. Charlie's telling me that he didn't. He didn't want. The goal was scored. They just checked the line. You guys, I'm not sure if you guys know what happened for the Liverpool game. Basically, what happened is Mohamed Salah, sorry, they thought that the on-field decision was a goal. So they told them, check complete, he's onside, right? They didn't tell them it's onside. They told them, check complete, the decision is right. On the field, they called it offside. So they said, yeah, go ahead. Mohamed Salah, take a drink when people say, there's 250 of you here. I'm so happy that people are supporting my channel. Listen, this channel, I need it to get monetized as soon as possible. So make sure if you haven't subscribed, click that subscription button right away. Subscribe and like the video. There's over 240 of you here. Why haven't you liked the video? The like button. If you don't know with the like button on your phone, exit the live chat, hit the like button, and just click live chat again. It's very important to me for the channel to grow to different people. So let's talk about the second half. Liverpool defended. Now, this is a lesson to how. Thank you so much for the love from India. Listen, guys, the comments are flying, and there are no super chats because the channel is not monetized yet, and I don't know how to tell you. I love this. There is 230 of you here already. It's absolutely fantastic. Listen, you defend against Spurs. Credit to Spurs. They kept moving the ball left and right. And I have my notes in here. And I said, they kept giving the ball left and right, try to open up the Liverpool defense. But Jurgen Klopp was a master class of defense. Jurgen Klopp. To sit 5 and 3 and not get exposed was absolutely fantastic. And oh my word about this guy that is named Alisson. I can't tell you, I was watching Alisson, I'm like, holy shit, this is a goalkeeper that can win you games and can win you trophy. And I said it yesterday on Never a Foul, and people didn't like it that I said that Alisson, unfortunately, in 10, 15 years, won't be remembered as Edison because people remember the goalkeeper that win the freaking trophies. And it's unfortunate because I think Alisson, in the last 3-4 years, has been by far the best goalkeeper in the world. Without a doubt. To be honest, Jurgen Klopp yesterday proved that he's not stubborn. He can defend. And by the way, they still looked dangerous with 10 men. You guys remember, they still looked dangerous with 10 men. And I like that. But where do Liverpool go from here? And where do Spurs go from here? So number one, Spurs, keep playing the same football. Don't change it. And if you can play this football against Arsenal and against Liverpool, there's only one team ahead of them. It's Manchester City. If Manchester City and Spurs play the same football, this is kind of absolutely phenomenal. If Spurs can play the same football against Man City, I would say, I'm going to raise my hand and say, I'm an idiot. And Ange Postecoglou is someone who can teach everybody to play football in a very short time. Spurs yesterday, if you play against Liverpool and you play that football, it is ridiculous. Spurs won't do that. People are telling me Spurs won't do that. They told me Spurs won't do that against Arsenal at the Emirates. They told me Spurs won't do that against Liverpool. But they did. A high line. They played a high line. And what else did they do, Spurs? They attacked Liverpool. They broke the line. They weren't shy in passing the ball ahead of the 18. And remember, TK is saying they are already the bogey team for Man City. I want to see Spurs play the same brand of football against Man City, and I'm going to raise my hand and say, oh, I'm done. I'm over. It's over. I'm not saying they're going to win trophies, but this is how you build a team. And I said it about Ten Hag, and I'm going to come to Man United. I'm going to say it about Ten Hag. Ten Hag was worried about results than a system. And Ange Postecoglou, with some dusty players from last year, plays some really good football. I need it to continue because we need to see good football from Spurs. The next point, Liverpool. Liverpool this year, their attack is by far the most ruthless and, in my opinion, effective attack in the league. Like, I'm watching these guys, and Jurgen Klopp has drawn patterns on the training ground with Salah, with Luis Diaz. That massive switch to isolate Luis Diaz or isolate Mo Salah is absolutely fantastic. If you play ball, you get pressed, and then there is that one pass, that diagonal pass to the other side is class. And not a lot of teams can do that with the Liverpool effectiveness. I love this diagonal ball to isolate Luis Diaz with the defender. I love that diagonal ball to isolate Mo Salah with the defender. And Zinchenko spoke about it. It's a very, very effective way of playing football. I love it. Liverpool midfield, though. This is what I don't like. I don't like that Liverpool sometimes they skip the midfield. Szoboszlai is so good in the final third. He tries to run a lot. But they don't have a Rodri. They don't have a Bissouma. A Bissouma and a Rodri will get the ball from your defense and get it to the attacking midfielder. That's the problem. The problem is, I know that McAllister is trying to do it, but you need a DM like a Bissouma. In my head, if they have a Bissouma or a Rodri or a Declan Rice, and I'm going to come to Arsenal for Arsenal fans, that some of you guys, I absolutely enjoyed the game yesterday. If they have someone to get that transition, people want to call it transition, I call it driving with the ball. I call it the link up between the defense and the midfield. I needed McAllister higher on the pitch. We can see what McAllister can do in the freaking final third. McAllister can create from nothing, out of nothing. We saw what he did with Nunes. Endo, someone saying Endo. I'm not sure. Bissouma, did you see Bissouma's strength yesterday? Did you see Bissouma's strength in holding people, reading the press? A couple of times Bissouma yesterday, they passed him the ball in the 18, and instead of him passing it first time, he faked and turned. And now everything is done. Now the whole pitch is ahead of him, and he can play. This is good. Liverpool need in January, Gravenberch look good. Liverpool in January need to invest 50, 60, 70 million in someone that break the lines with the passing or with feet. That's what I think Liverpool should do. Going back to Van Dijk. People won't like what I'm going to say. I'm going to say no agenda, though. I have never seen a defender in my life that is as good as Van Dijk in that 1 or 2 years before he got injured. Never in my life. And I watched Maldini, and I watched Nesta, and I watched Cannavaro, and I watched Puyol, and I watched Ivan Helguera, and I watched a lot of defenders, right? And I watched Rio Ferdinand. You can talk John Terry. Nobody is as good as Van Dijk, in my opinion. The dominance, the reading of the game. If Van Dijk can go to that, he's 32 years old. Probably he had 3-4 years. Maldini was much better in a different era. So Maldini has consistency. Maldini played from 86, which I was 2 years old. But in my opinion, in my lifetime, guys, by the way, I did not watch Maldini, and I watched Maldini from like 94, 96 until 2007 when he retired. Maldini was very good. The way Van Dijk reads the ball, guys, you guys don't understand that, because I played football, I know. It's ridiculous. Wallahi, it's ridiculous. He reads the game. He used to read the game, and he has this, people want to call it aura or whatever. It's not. In my opinion, it's called authority. And I said it before, authority. When I mean authority, it's like you are as an attacker going to him, and it's not like, it's ridiculous. You're not trying to dribble. This is it. Has an agenda against Maldini. Absolutely. Maldini is my favorite defender in the history of football, by the way. If people want to say Maldini is my favorite defender in the history of football. 100%. I can read the comments, guys, but it's so many, and I'm sorry there is no super chat. Let's get this channel monetized as quickly as possible. Let's get this channel monetized as quickly as possible, so we can get so I can show them on the screen. I'm so happy that people are here, of course, and people are watching me. I'm trying to update timestamps. It's going to be tough for me to update timestamps, but let's move on to where Liverpool can go. I'm telling you that Liverpool win against Brighton. Next one, and Liverpool are serious title contenders, especially the way City plays. And I said it, we're going to talk about City. Liverpool are a title contender. And I want that. I want someone else to win the freaking title. We are tired from seeing the same team winning the freaking league. I want someone else. I want someone else to win the. I don't care if it's Arsenal. I don't care if it's Liverpool. I don't care if it's Luton City. No, come on, Charlie. Don't tell me that they're gonna. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Come on. We need someone else to win the title. But it's not Brighton will win against Liverpool. Brighton play amazing football. We'll talk about Brighton and how they got slapped against the freaking against Aston Villa, because De Zerbi, as good as he is, he's naive. He's naive. He's naive. Make sure to like the video, people. Make sure to like the video. No, Capo TV. No. Rio Ferdinand is absolutely phenomenal defender. He is great. He is one of the greats, of course. And of course, the consistency and how he played over the years, he's really good. Thank you, everybody, for saying congratulations to me for the channel. Listen, I'm still an owner of Never a Foul. We're still doing it every... Like, I am... Mo, you want a different winner? Till the Prem. Listen, I'm not going to talk about the charges because it is what it is. But it's not my place. But let's talk about... I know you people want to move to Man City, but I really want to talk about... I'm going to give 10 minutes or 5 minutes to Arsenal Football Club. To go away. By the way, I'm watching all the games. You guys, if you don't know how I watch the games, and I take notes of every game, right? This is, if you haven't seen before, this is how I watch the games, right? And try to take notes of every game. Arsenal Football Club against Bournemouth. Gabriel Jesus on the left side was way better than what I expected. Somehow, the guy was able to play 1-2 with Havertz. He plays 1-2 with Zinchenko and get out of the press. It was absolutely phenomenal to watch. They were very, very good. And I thought they would drop after the Spurs. They didn't. They were so freaking good. Bukayo Saka terrorized Bournemouth defense. I might watch Nottingham and Brentford later. I might. Thank you, Omar Rushdie, for being subscribed. Everybody is 200. I want to see more 200 subscribers after this video. And there's only 150 likes. Like the video. What are you doing? This is a new channel. I'm going to give you content every day. Like the freaking video. Was more in the VAR room. I wish I was in the VAR room. I would have done a better job than these guys. I would have done a better job than these guys. I would have done a better job. I actually predicted 1-1, Jacobs. Absolutely. Because I did not. Listen, this is here. I'm not shameless. I actually was wrong about Arsenal. I was wrong. Against Bournemouth, they went back to the sensational football that I used to watch last year. It's ridiculous. What are we talking about here? Arsenal were sensational last year. And they were absolutely good. They were so good. Like, I saw movement of the ball, movement on the ball, dribbling, Saka, dribbling, Jesus, dribbling. The one that I didn't like is Eddie. I think Arsenal fans in the chat and everybody, I think Eddie Nketiah is not the guy. He's not the guy, to be honest. I think Eddie Nketiah is like, I didn't like him that much. I didn't like it. But here we go. Arsenal this game. Go against City. Are we going to call them favorites to that Rodri? Yes. I called it here in Judge Mo channel. On Mojenda. I think they are favorites against City, especially when Trossard and Martinelli are back. Because Rodri isn't there. And we're going to talk about Man City. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. We're going to talk about Man City. They don't need a striker. So Gabriel Jesus in the front is actually very good in linking up the play. Why people are saying, here we go, what? Why I'm corrupted? You guys don't think that Arsenal at the Emirates against Man City, with Man City without Rodri, our favorites. What are you guys doing? Yes, Odegaard was absolutely deeper in that game, which is something that I haven't seen for a while. He was able to control the tempo of the game, which is something I called him out for. Yeah, I see Hamza Waffle, Omar. I saw Hamza Waffle or Never a Foul. I was watching actually Never a Foul. But people and people and people. Rice, Declan Rice, after being not there for, well, he was all right against Spurs in the first half. He wasn't to my liking. He was make a poll for what? Make a poll for what? Let me know if someone wants me to make a poll. But Declan Rice was good in that in this game. Control also with Odegaard. He was so good. He was very, very good, in my opinion. He wasn't bad at all. And listen, I like Declan Rice because I actually didn't think that he can do the six, but he did the six. He did the six really well. Somehow, he did the six very, very well. It's something that I did not expect. I didn't expect that he can do the six. Odegaard, though, you want the agenda or you want the real? You want the agenda or you want the real? Odegaard, when you give him, I don't know, when he's not under a lot of pressure, like yesterday he had space, he controlled the whole game, and I love that. This is so people tell me that at the peak of Arsenal season last year, City beat Arsenal. I'm not sure. I am trying to keep it 100, as Sophia says. As Sophia says. Wallahi, guys, Arsenal this year don't look the same. And you won't believe that because of Granit Xhaka. You guys don't understand how important Granit Xhaka was to this Arsenal team on that left-hand side of the midfield. That midfield trio of Partey, Odegaard, and Xhaka, they complete each other. And that's the problem. That's why freaking Arteta is trying to find a replacement with anybody to Xhaka. And he can do it. The problem is Xhaka is, I know it's one season, but it's a very unique rule because he was the highest guy in the 18, but also the first guy to run back with Thomas Partey to help him defend. And Kai Havertz isn't that guy. You want to talk about Kai Havertz? I'm going to talk about Kai Havertz. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea, Kai Havertz. Why? Because he was by the way, I watched him at Leverkusen. He was absolutely fantastic. But then somehow he went to Chelsea and fell off. And we're not going to go into this shit again. We're not going to go into this shit. But Kai Havertz, though, yesterday, he was all right. He was all right. He was. It's not that player. Havertz, exactly, James Bond. He isn't that player. Kai Havertz is not that player. And that's the problem. They needed a left eight. Do you guys think that Declan Rice was bought? And that's a question for everybody. And I want a yes or no. Was Kai Havertz bought to be a number, a 6 or 8? Was Kai Havertz bought to be a 6 or an 8? Simple answer in the chat, everyone. Was he a 6 or an 8? Let me know. Was he supposed to be a 6 or an 8? Just tell me, what do you think he was supposed to be? Because I am seeing that he is being molded to be the 6, not the 8. He is molded. And now I'm watching him play the 6. I know that Partey is the better player, but Rice has been doing a fantastic job as a 6. It's a fantastic job as a 6. So I like it. I like what I'm seeing from him. I love what I'm seeing from Odegaard. It was absolutely phenomenal. Sorry. So Rice. Yes. Sorry. From Rice. I will invite Hussam at one point. In this channel, I am going to have some panels, but I'm going to try to limit it to 3. I know you guys like Shameless, but I do the Shameless or Never a Foul daily twice. So I'm going to try to be a little bit fair here. You guys don't like it, you don't like it. Listen, I played football when I was young, and I still play football, and I coach football. Sometimes my takes are not to your liking, which is fine, who cares? But I try to be fair. I try to be fair. I try to be fair. In my opinion, Declan Rice is doing a fantastic job in an Arsenal team that is a position-based team, a pressing-based team as a 6. He doesn't need to be an 8. He can be the 6. When Thomas Partey comes back, what happens? I don't know. Because I actually think that the 8 job at this Arsenal team should be higher on the pitch. So people ask me about the Jones red card. Based on the rules, it's a red card. The reason why. He didn't mean it. There was no intention, but he went stud showing like this above the ball, and his foot rolled above the ball, and he caught the guy higher than the ankle, could have broken Bissouma's leg. It's an unlucky red card, but it's 100% a red card. This is just my my view on it. 100% a red card, without a question. 100% a red card, in my opinion. So Arsenal, if they keep playing this fluid football, this sensational football, I think they can actually go all the way and they can challenge City. But here is the cameo. Here is the caveat. The caveat, sorry. Arsenal have really individual players that make the plan work. So, yes, Mo, you play for Omar. I'm going to answer this for the last time for the people that are watching me. Intent in dangerous play is not a factor in determining red cards. Does that make sense to everybody? Like if you go high boot and you try to get the ball and you hit somebody on the chest with studs, or you hit somebody on the knee with studs, maybe your intention wasn't there, but it's not a determining factor on the red card. I don't support the Premier League team, but I watch every Premier League game you can think of. Like yesterday, I tried to watch every game. So going back to the Arsenal team, the problem with me is the way Saliba plays football reminds me of Van Dijk. The way he reads the game, the way he makes defending so easy. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Saliba makes defending so easy, reads the game, makes everyone around him look so good. Martin Odegaard, very fluid behind the forward line. What if you lose Martin Odegaard? Can Smith Rowe do that job? Bukayo Saka, he's the one that doesn't have a replacement, a real replacement that can do the job. I will be watching Brentford, but I'm doing the stream now. Jamie, what do you want me? How do I watch Brentford now? So, Arsenal Football Club, they keep people healthy. And I said it last year. People, if you didn't know, last year I said if Saliba wasn't injured, Arsenal win the league. Fair and square, done. Over. I think Saliba makes a massive difference in this Arsenal team. A massive difference. Arsenal next week, they win against Man City or they get a result against Man City. I am actually saying that Arsenal will go all the way. Now, this is not shameless Mo. This is Mo that you maybe haven't met. Winning the Premier League should not be the criteria of sacking a manager or not. Why? Context. If they go all the way, toe-to-toe with Man City to the end, and Man City win it with a game, with a point, or not a point, or 2 points, or 3 points, you can't call that a failure. Because there are some small margins. Like, I'm going to give you an example of a small margin. You can win the league by 1 point, and you can go back to a decision like Arsenal last year, where they didn't have the lines drawn in the right place. You can go to imagine Liverpool going toe-to-toe with Man City at the end, and then we're going to go back to the to the Diaz goal. We go back. There are many small injuries. So context, people. Context. It's very important. People want to be shameless, and I know you guys like the shameless shit, and I can be shameless as fuck, and I can laugh at people. Rodri's handball, stuff like that. But it goes both ways. I know it goes both ways. Like Liverpool, like last year, Spurs had a call against Liverpool with like Skip had a tackle. So let's get the likes to 200, as Sophia says. So Arsenal, in my opinion, will go toe-to-toe. Let me check my notes to see what I wrote about Arsenal. I literally said that about Arsenal. I said, Oh, by the way, Odegaard, that penalty was absolutely very calm and composed. Here is my opinion about giving the penalty to Kai Havertz. It's pathetic. And I know you like it, you don't like it, Arsenal fans, it's pathetic. Because it's fake confidence. Him scoring the penalty or not him not being on the like listen, any team has it's Saka, Odegaard, whoever comes next. I thought it was ridiculous because what are you doing? Why are you giving Kai Havertz the penalty? Because you are 3-0 up? I don't think that matters. It's like, listen, people make fun of him. I thought that was pathetic. Why were you freaking sympathy penalty? Exactly, Haytham. Exactly, Haytham. It's like, what are you doing? Arteta, this is not a. What is it? It's like a Sunday league? Yeah. You score a goal, maybe you get your confidence high. Get the freaking confidence of the player on the freaking pitch. Not by giving him a sympathy penalty. Yes, babysitting a player. It's ridiculous. I was watching, I'm like, what is this? Why is it happening? But anyway, he's gonna live by the sword, die by the sword. It's the freaking Kai Havertz situation with Arsenal. But he wasn't bad yesterday because the whole team was good. But anyway, long story short, now to probably my favorite segment of today's video. You guess what? What's my favorite? What will be my favorite segment of today's video? Tell me, what do you think? What do you think my favorite time? What's it? What do you think my favorite? United. It's Manchester United. It's Erik ten Hag and Manchester United. All I can say is simple as that. Man United lost. The thing about it is that Ty and Cass were like, we're back, baby. We're back. Oh my God, the Martial pillow came out from Ty and they started screaming back. Cass went all the way to Crystal Palace to watch the game. And I feel sorry for my friend Cass that he went all the way to watch his team lose a football game at home, probably for the first time. Like, I don't think Cass watched, maybe did he watch the Brentford game last year or the Brighton game? But let me tell you what I have for notes and let me tell you how I watched the game. By the way, Man United fans, you probably watched the game different. I actually thought, this is me not being shameless Mo, Erik ten Hag did everything right in terms of plans. What does that mean? Man United had the ball position. Man United pinned Crystal Palace back. Man United move their defensive line high. And you agree or disagree, right? Man United played Palestri. I actually said that the lineup should exactly be that. If you guys remember on Never a Foul, I said the lineup should be exactly that. Just Bruno for Hannibal and Rashford for Garnacho. But I was wrong. I was 100% wrong. He made the plan right, Erik ten Hag. He made the tactics right. But the individuals were absolutely shambolic. Mr. Bruno Fernandes yesterday, I actually like, you guys don't know, I like Bruno Fernandes. And actually, Bruno Fernandes in the right system can create a lot of chances. This is my personal opinion, by the way, about Bruno Fernandes. It's not something that I'm absolutely 100% true, honest to God here. I actually think that Bruno Fernandes is a good player, and I'm not laughing. However, yesterday, he came to the squad. He tried to do everything himself. And Marcus Rashford. Let's talk about Marcus Rashford. Do you remember the take that I had a year ago when I said Harvey Barnes, for me, is more effective than Marcus Rashford for one reason? I actually think Marcus Rashford needs everything catered to him. Marcus Rashford is a confidence player. Marcus Rashford needs everybody to cater to him, and he can miss chances, not pass, and it's all right. Do you guys disagree? Sophia and Man United fans in the chat, do you guys disagree? Rashford wants to have everything goes his way, wants to dribble, wants to try to shoot, wants to try to score goals, and wants everything to go his way. And it's for me, I'm like, he's not a team player. Like, I need someone, if I'm a Man United fan, I need someone. I would rather have someone to work harder than someone who, I hate players that work for themselves. One of the reasons I don't like Lautaro Martinez is that he scored 4 goals yesterday. He was magnificent. Comes another game, he works for himself. Can we get the likes up a little bit? Can we get the likes up a little bit? Guys, like the video and subscribe. And make sure follow us on Twitter if you can't. It's called Judge Mo on Twitter. And on Instagram, it's called Judge Mo as well. Marcus Rashford yesterday didn't have a good game. He didn't have a good game at all. He's not passing the ball quick enough, holding the ball too much. And I don't like this. Why the freaking guy, Marcus Rashford, gets the ball, stares at someone's eye before they dribble? Just freaking play the ball. Play the ball left and right. Pass the ball, move, get it back, try to dribble. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? He was ridiculous yesterday, Marcus Rashford. I didn't like him one bit. But Erik ten Hag got it right. And I can keep saying that. At least yesterday, the style was there. Right? The style was there. The ball position was there. Man United, by the way, conceded 2 chances only from set pieces. Just by the way, I'm putting this out there. 2 set pieces, 1 scored and the other one was saved. That's it. And Guehi missed a header. Right? Ball position, 77%. Fantastic. If you're here, I want you guys to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I want this channel to go to 500 subscribers by the end of the day. And share it on your Twitter, on Instagram. I want this channel to get monetized as soon as possible so we can start doing bits. I'm going to try to do a show every day or 2 shows if you guys like. I'm not sure if you guys like me talking or not. I want everybody in the chat, tell me, what do you think about this freaking video? Sabah al-Gamal لمصطفى. Go check Staffy TV. Check Staffy TV. 100%. One of my guys. Staffy TV. And I'm telling you that. And I'm not shy. Staffy is the guy that actually encouraged me to do a channel by myself. Staffy is the guy that encouraged me to do a channel by myself. Him, Dabs and Cass, they actually told me to do the channel by myself. Dabs and Cass are very supportive, and I'm really grateful that Never a Foul are the people that took me in. I was hosted in Dabs' house twice, spent Christmas with him. Dabs, like someone who hosted me in his house, gave me a room with his daughter there, being there, trusted me. And you have no idea how thankful I am to Dabs and Cass. Dabs hosted me in his house, invited me to Never a Foul. This all started by a call-in show to the football terrace, believe it or not. Wallahi, yani, you guys have no idea. Just a call-in show. It's absolutely like you don't know. Like it started by a call-in show. But anyway, let's continue. I'm gonna tell you the story about how I became a content creator. If you don't know who I am, I'm gonna say what I actually do for a living, what I used to do for a living before I became a content creator. And you tell me in the chat if you know what is that or not. I am actually a geophysicist. I want to know in the chat who knows what a geophysicist is. I am a geophysicist. You guys know what is that? I know Hussam is a mechanical engineer. I'm a geophysicist. Who has the tougher education? So guys, let me know if you know what a geophysicist is. But let's continue with the Man United talk. This Man United team played all right yesterday. Taffy, don't block anybody. It's a new channel. I want my subscribers. Someone that massages hills. I work with rocks or earth, grounds. Yes, I work with seismic, seismology. I know about earthquakes. I know about oil. I know about like exploration. But anyway, long story short, let's move on. Man United Football Club. I was wrong. It's not on Ten Hag anymore. Ten Hag has limited resources. These players, some of them are actually shambles, especially the two biggest players. The two biggest players, Bruno and Rashford, somehow they don't like. Let me just be fair here. Do you guys think that Bruno and Rashford want to be the superstars? They just want to be the people that people talk about. They want the carpet underneath them. They don't want the carpet. They don't want to be team players. Do you guys think that? Do you guys think that Marcus Rashford and Bruno, for real, just want the spotlights? Because the way they played football yesterday in Amrabat, it looks like it's more fluid until it went to Bruno, until it went to Rashford, and then it stops. And it goes back to, okay, Bruno wants to play the money ball. I get it. You want to play the money ball, but you got a little bit. Just calm down. Calm down. Hussam can become actually a managing moderator. Here you go. That's the Hussam is a managing moderator. So Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford, the freaking two guys wanna be the superstars. They just want people to talk about them. I'm ditching my notes now. My notes on the side. You guys don't know my notes on the side. I'm not watching the notes. Bruno and Marcus Rashford might be the reason, as Cass says, Ten Hag gets sacked. It's ridiculous. Thank you, Sophia, for being here. I appreciate you, Sophia. We have Stafi and Hussam now. I appreciate you, Sophia. I'm not going to stay for long because I know people want to watch the first game. Hussam with power is a dangerous Hussam. Hussam with power is a dangerous guy. Marcus Rashford and Bruno Fernandes, for some reason, and Terry called me out. You remember Terry Flowers on the football terrace? I told him there might be a reason why we want Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford dropped. And he said, maybe. He said, no, Bruno Fernandes is fantastic. But after yesterday's game, I'm wrong because I said that Bruno should play. I actually thought that Bruno would be a team player. I thought that the team would benefit from Bruno, but he didn't. They freaking didn't. And Cass told me that in the stadium, Bruno was one of the reasons they weren't great. They weren't great. But I think Erik Ten Hag got it right yesterday, but the individuals were wrong. It's ridiculous. I thought Bruno would benefit. I thought Rashford comes in for Garnacho. Now Rashford, you have a team around you that have ball position. Your eyes play this, play that. And he was too slow. And I didn't like it. I didn't like I like yesterday, Marcus Rashford looked like Neymar. You know when Neymar gets the ball and stands on the ball? Look like Neymar, but without the skill of Neymar. Does that make sense? You know when Neymar gets the ball and stares at someone's eyes and dribble them? Marcus Rashford yesterday got the ball, looked at someone's eye, but didn't dribble them. He just slowed everything down. Bro, you're not Neymar. Bro, you're not Kylian Mbappe. Bro, you're not Vinny Jr. Just live with it. Just live with it. You're not that guy. Marcus Rashford, you're good, but you're not that guy. You're not Neymar. Because you're 375 pounds a week, that doesn't mean you're Neymar. He wasn't Neymar, he was Omar. It's ridiculous. But anyway, Man United. Who do they have next game? Let me check. I'm actually checking Manchester United next game. Manchester United, the next game. They have Galatasaray at home. Imagine if they lose that. Imagine if they lose that. Seriously, Galatasaray at home. And then they play Brentford at home. Again, they have to win that. Galatasaray aren't easy. This is the freaking Champions League. They aren't easy, Galatasaray. You really have to be on top of your game. Coming from a loss to Crystal Palace. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's not looking good. For Man United, it is not looking good. Last game I want to talk about is Man City, even though I have notes about Brighton though. But I want to talk about Man City. Well, do you remember me when I said on Never a Foul, I'm actually asked the question. I said to the guys, do you think that Wolves have any chance? They told me no. Wolves don't have a chance. And I said, well, without Rodri, what do you think? They said, no, they're going to smoke them 4-0, even though I predicted Man City to win, because that was the easy prediction, by the way. That was the easy prediction, right? The easy prediction is to predict Man City win. And I did that with Hussam. We're going to do Al-Ahwa like in 2 hours. Al-Ahwa, by the way, 4:30 UK time, Al-Ahwa. Me, Stafi, Hussam, and Saad will do Al-Ahwa. No Rodri, no party. Simple as that. To be honest, what happened yesterday isn't only bad from Man City. It's good for Pedro Neto. Took Nathan Ake, wrapped him in a spliff, smoked him, put him down, then wrapped him again, smoked him again, and put him down. And it was ridiculous for me that somehow Pep Guardiola in the stands didn't see it until late. It was from the first 5-10 minutes that it was Wolves. Obviously, they are targeting that side. Should Man United sell Bruno Fernandes, Osama? If they get a replacement, yes. Unless Erik ten Hag can switch him to be a team player. Like, seriously. But let's go back to Man City. Seriously. Neto was absolutely ridiculous. Like, Nathan Ake yesterday looked like looked like a defender that shouldn't be there. It looked like he didn't belong. Do you know what I mean? He looked like he didn't belong. You know when a player like gets smoked. But to be honest, it's not only on him. It's on like freaking Pep Guardiola. How you Pep Guardiola? You have the bird's eye view, and you couldn't freaking see it. You can't see that every time they're getting the ball, they're playing it to Neto, and he's taking Mr. Ake into like 100-meter sprint. Come, run after me. Let's go. And then Ake is like, why I'm running? Why I'm running? He was sweating. Ake. It was ridiculous. Gavardio should have played. Or freaking play somebody else quick on that side. For me, Michael, Neto, for me, was absolutely a phenomenal player before he got injured. He's getting back to it. I actually thought he would go to a big team, a bigger team. He was great, Neto. He was great. But Man City, though. The Man City fans in the chat, you won't like what I'm about to say. Haaland was negative yesterday. Was negative. He wasn't moving enough, or he was missed or something. He was in the 18, but didn't get on the ball enough. He had 15 touches, if I'm not mistaken, or 20 touches. I thought he should have moved more. I thought Haaland should have tried to bully the defenders more. I'm not sure if you agree or not, but I really thought that he should have bullied the defenders more yesterday, Haaland. Like, yes, Alvarez free kick. Yes, it was a great individual thing. Alvarez has been cold with free kicks. He's been cold with free kicks. But it's not only about Alvarez, though. I wanted Haaland to get involved more. Like, you, Haaland, you're a 22 years old player, big player. Bully the defenders more. Craig Dawson and this guy Totti, Kilman, they kind of like were easier to mark Haaland because Nelson Semedo was on Doku, who did a fantastic job on Doku yesterday. By the way, Nelson Semedo yesterday, oh my God, to be able to block all these passes from Doku was great. Was great. But maybe that's how you need a good player up top, which was Neto. So in the defense, I wanted Haaland. To be honest, I wouldn't put anything on anybody yesterday, but I thought there had to be a tactical switch where Haaland gets more service, though. No, Daps, don't say that. See, I'm calling it as it is. Unfair, Daps. I'm trying to be fair. I swear, you think I have an agenda. MCFC Alex agree with me that Haaland should have had more service, should have moved more yesterday. Doku was trying. Do you know Doku touched the ball 70 times yesterday? Nelson Semedo was great. Nelson Semedo was great. I want to give credit to Wolves yesterday. Credit to Wolves yesterday, to be honest. They saw Nathan Ake and they play. Of course, you cannot go and run with Kyle Walker. He will smoke you. Right. This guy, He Chen Wang, tried to run Kyle Walker many times and couldn't because nobody can outrun Kyle Walker. But Pep Guardiola should have seen that gap, should have closed it from the stands. And I'm looking at Man City's bench, and I see so Jack Grealish maybe could have come earlier in the midfield, in my opinion. Maybe. I don't know how, but it should have been better. Maybe Gavardio should have been there, but they didn't have a lot of options. But Doku was trying so much, played the game plan, and it worked. Fair play to them. I agree with you. Wolves were spot on, and everything was and also it went their way. That's it. When Neto went on and he had the cross, to beat Man City, it's not only that you have to be on point. To beat Man City, because they are so well drilled, you need to have a little bit of luck. Of course, Man City missed a lot of players. Yeah. Oh, one of the players that tried to break the low block yesterday was Doku. I actually thought that Doku yesterday was very good, but I needed more support to him. When Nelson Semedo and Max Kilman were double on him, and I thought that they needed someone else to maybe overlap with Doku, maybe someone else to support him, because it's Doku can only do so much. Do you know what I mean? Can only do so much. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, he need to do, like, Doku was asked to do so much. He was great. One of the people that, can you guys tell me, I'm not sure if people watched it, Man City fans, and I know we have Man City fans, were you a little bit disappointed in Phil Foden yesterday, or was he marked yesterday? I thought Phil Foden, because Julian Alvarez yesterday, by the way, Julian Alvarez, holy crap, Julian Alvarez, trying to get on every ball, trying to get involved in every game, in every play. Julian Alvarez, he was absolutely phenomenal. Julian Alvarez topped it with an absolutely world-class free kick, right? But a little bit Phil Foden, I wanted more. Do you think it's pressure? I don't know, but Phil Foden is my favorite youngsters. My favorite youngster in the league is Phil Foden, actually, and I said that many times. And by the way, people want to say, I see that comment from Lorenzo saying that this XI should be good to beat Wolves. Not really, because, well, listen, apart from Mateo Kovacic, don't you guys think that midfield going forward lacks a little bit of experience, which is something we criticized Chelsea about that. So let's think about that. Mateo Kovacic is the only experienced player in that midfield. Phil Foden, experience, but not much. Matthias Nunes, I wanted experience, someone to calm people down. Gundogan, when he tells people, just calm down. Calm down or get the KDB. Take the game to himself. I'm like, it's my game. Bernardo Silva, he's like, it's my game and you're playing in it. So that's what I thought happened to Man City. But without Rodri, there's a massive gap, because I thought Cunha was able to dribble through the midfield, which is not something that I expected yesterday. I expected Kovacic and Matthias Nunes to be better than this. But that's it for Man City. They go to Arsenal next week. It's a very dangerous game for both teams, because I think if Arsenal win, their confidence are going to be sky high. Sky high. Phil is very experienced, yes, but MCFC Alex, you know what I'm talking about, the experience that calm people down. It's kind of a different story. You can have five, like Saka isn't experienced enough to calm the players down. That's what I mean. Oh yeah, RB Leipzig away from home. I think that's also a very dangerous game. But Man City will top this group, so I'm not worried about Man City. But that's it for me. One more game to talk about, which is Brighton and Aston Villa. I'm going to say something. Emery saw what Brighton is doing, and he pressed the right players. But did Zerbi, just to let you know, guys, with better players, he would absolutely do fantastic. Most of the goals that Aston Villa scored are from mistakes, because the quality of players aren't on par with the when the quality of players aren't on par, like when Pep Guardiola joined Man City in the beginning, he needed better players, but that's it. Did Zerbi with better players, that position-based football would be phenomenal. But people, I want to thank everybody that supported me here. I want to thank everybody that actually stayed on this video with me, and I wanted to thank everybody that actually supported the channel. Make sure to like the channel, like the video. Content coming to you every day. Tomorrow, maybe we'll talk about Chelsea. Maybe we'll do at night after the game, and we'll see where it goes from here. And maybe I'll get a panel to see what we can talk about. But thank you, everybody that watched us. Thank you, everybody that watched me. Make sure to subscribe and like this video if you haven't. This is fantastic. This is absolutely fantastic that I had over 200 people here with me. And guys, make sure to like the video. Watch us on Al Ahwa on This Is Football later. And Never a Foul at 9 o'clock UK time. We'll be there. We'll have a panel show. Thank you, everybody that watched me. Thank you, everybody that stayed here. Fantastic video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. We love you guys. Make sure to subscribe. And the guys, we'll see you soon. We're out.